What's up, everybody? This is Bob.
And Landon.
And we're here with Bland Cooking. The other day we were mountain biking and we came across a beautiful little piece of gold. Some people would call it the springtime ramp. They call them wild onions. A lot of people kind of get them confused with leeks. But this is what it is. It's a 2-leaf. Very, very easy to identify. And we got a bunch of them. So as you can see from here in our bowl and over there in the colander, and we've got a little bit of mushrooms. So today what we're going to be making is 2 different variations of kind of like a homemade soup. So stay tuned and you can see what we get into. Go through in a second, we'll show you some ingredients. Okay, to start off, we're going to show you what we need here. We got our ingredients, and you're going to need a couple Dutch ovens, or basically a big pot. So we got 2 big pots here. Land, if you want to come around. We pre-made our chicken. We'll go over it in a second. The chicken and the beef were both made in grease from the bacon that I made earlier from our breakfast. So they're both going to have that hint of bacon. It's about 25 minutes on 425 with some salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. Once again, in that bacon grease. Same here. We're just browning up this stew beef right here. We ran out of venison, so we're going to make do with this. So coming over here, you're going to need a scale. You're going to need another pot because Landon and Jenna decided to add an ingredient. They wanted some Yankee in it with it. So we got our wild leeks, as people would call them, but they're really ramps. We got our red potatoes, our white mushrooms, our thick cut bacon we got portioned out because we're going to make 2 soups for today on this horrible rainy day. We're going to do it with cream of mushroom, I should say, since I can't talk. But what we have here is the Progresso kind. We couldn't find the Campbell's because with this quarantine time, everything is ravished on the shelves. You're going to need some chicken broth. Don't mind the dishes that I didn't do those yet. We got here some more. What better time to have some soup than on this rainy, cold day?
We'll be back when the final results are in.
Alright guys, so we're going to get started here with our pots. If Landon wants to show you. We got a little bit of olive oil in there because everyone needs a little olive oil, especially if you're Italian. It's always a good way to start it off. So first up, we got our thick cut bacon. I kind of cut it up evenly because we wanted to go 2 different routes, and I kind of evened out the fat to actual meat ratio. So you're not getting, you cut it up halfway, you'd get all the fat in one and vice versa. So we're going to throw this in. We're going to get this working here. So the one on the left in the true Dutch oven is going to be the creamy potato with the Yankee, and then the one on the right is going to be our mushrooms. So we're going to get that going here. We got the bacon in. We're going to brown this bacon up, and we're actually going to continue cooking everything right in these 2 pans here. And it utilizes the bacon grease, like I said we did for our chicken and our beef that are sitting in here. We started with some bacon grease, both a little salt and pepper, a little S&P for me, and some garlic powder, and both those are sitting in here staying nice and warm. Those are going to be added at a later time. We'll check back in a sec while we cook this bacon. Guys, just a quick little heads up and tutorial on these wild ramps that we got while we were mountain biking. They're all over Upper New York State. You just got to kind of find the area that they grow best. Usually it's in a nicely wooded area, but it's separated. It's got a lot of young saplings down. So what you got to do here to really work in the conservative manner is see how we kind of got it cut out like this. I got an example here. This is the root system. A lot of people go in and they just selfishly rip them out. These are perennials, so they're going to grow year after year as long as you leave this piece in. So a good method is kind of, you get down in the dirt a little bit. You're going to only see about this part up. You just kind of get your knife down in, you work your way around. You really want to make sure you leave these here. Crazy thing is, a lot of people do buy onions similar to these in the store. They cut this part off, throw it away. All you got to do is throw this in a little bit of water, put it in some sunlight. In a few days, you're actually going to have it starting to grow more out. So the key is, conservation-wise, is to leave these. Just like when you go hunting for deer, you only take what you're allotted. Same thing for fish. You don't want to go over. So just make sure you leave these for other people, and so they regrow back. Boom! Get a little shot here of this bacon sizzle. And who doesn't love a little bacon sizzle? Come on over here, Lando. Get in deep. It's starting to get nice and brown. You want to get it to that texture. You don't want to overdo it, and you don't want it too chewy. So this one we're making specifically for our grandfather. We're going to both try to give out, but this one we're trying out because everything's going to be a little bit smaller in diameter when we cut it, just to kind of aid in the mastication process, as people would call chewing. So bacon on this one's looking pretty good. We can lower the heat. This one's going to need a little longer because this big cast iron true Dutch oven is going to take a little bit longer to heat up. Should have counted for that and started it up a little bit, but man, we're rookies here, so what can we do at Bob and Land? Oh, cooking. Alright, as we showed you, the bacon's nice and brown. We're going to lower the heat because the next phase or transition point, we're going to need a nice low simmer because we're going to get those potatoes and the ramps in there. So right now, Landon's going to help me get this bacon out. Come on a little closer, bud. It's hot, so put it over the stove so we're not dripping grease all over. John's already going to yell at us because we got all the dirty dishes in the sink. So, got this bacon here. Out. Get it all out because you really don't want it to char up for this next phase. A little well done, but guess what? We're going to let this soup simmer for a while, so it's going to be quite a bit. Time for it to soften up a little bit. So we got that done. Landon's going to help me with this next piece here. He's going to get the other one because once again we are making two. So we're letting that bacon drain. Landon, get that over the stove for me, please. A little further. All right, even further, buddy, because we don't want to drip that grease everywhere. All right, let's see here. So this bacon's browned up, charred. Landon likes his bacon a little extra crispy. I like mine underdone, so hopefully it's going to soften up to my liking after we add the soup element. Alrighty, that's all the bacon for each. We're going to leave that bacon grease right in there. That's going to help us transition into our next piece right here. So we're going to go with our potatoes here, and then our leeks. So we cut them up, fine pieces like we said. This one's a little smaller because I think Paps is going to like more of the mushroom stew piece. So this is going to go in. You got to be careful pouring it in. You don't want to splash the grease. So we got that guy going in there. And we got this one going in here. Okay. Get it nice and saturated. Now we got to add in our leeks here. Where did you put them, Lando? They've already been cleaned by Jenna yesterday evening. So we're going to put these in. It says 2 pounds, which is actually quite a bit, as you can see. Dang, I don't know if we got enough in this pot here. We might need to get a bigger pot. Who knows? Going in here. Shut that off. Ma! So we had a little bit of a mistake there. We forgot to chop up the ramp, so now we're gonna chippity chap them up. Oh yeah. Now we chop. All right, we sauteed up the ramps and the potatoes. Now they're nice and soft. So we added in about 3-4 tablespoons of flour. We're going to do that to each. And we're gonna get going on the next few pieces here, so bear with us. Okay, for this step now, we added in the flour like we just did a few moments ago. Stove's getting dirtier and dirtier as we go. We're gonna add in, I believe it is 4 cups. And this has exactly 4 cups. So we're gonna add in 4 cups of chicken stock or broth. This is gonna help cook the potatoes. So we got that in. Now you want to turn the heat up on this guy. You want to bring that to a boil. So we're going to turn that heat up. Stirring this chicken stock. This is going to help soften up the potatoes. Grandma's potatoes here. So as you can see, his concoction starting to get real soupy. Next to add in after this boils and these get soft would be that heavy cream. So we'll let the heat do his trick as Landon recycles this. We can kind of go. He's added there. We're going to add the mushrooms in here. You want to zoom in, Landon? This one's not getting too hot. This one's going to be a slower simmer. We're going to put those mushrooms in. Put that top on. That's got to go in the recycling, but I'll mix it up. Mix up the mash up. Get that in here. Look how good this looks. Come here. Get over closer. Look right in. Oh, yeah. Very nice. I'm leaving those mushrooms big. Because those would be soft for Papa and Chew. The taters. All right. You're putting way too much fucking.
These are the final results in the taste test of our dinner. Let's see how this tastes.
So that is the beef and mushroom ramp. It's hot. Stir it up a little, bud. So, a little board in the house board concoction. See how it goes. As you can see the steam coming right off. Got the mushroom. Hot? Is it hot?
It's hot, but very good.
We'll try this one now. Put me some pepper on there. You get the bacon? You get that hand of bacon? I'm gonna get a bacon. I want a mushroom, a bacon, potato, a leek, aka ramp. I don't know why I keep calling it a leek.
Are you good?
That's good. I don't know, we might not be able to share this.
If you ever go to Mitsuba, here's like miso soup.
No. Let's see here. Put a little pepper on my pot. A little bit of salt.
Which one would you recommend?
I don't know, I haven't even tried this one yet.
I would definitely recommend this one right here. The beef and mushroom. Which one do you recommend, Dad?
I don't know. They're both very good in their own right. We'll have to see who likes it best.
Yeah, comment down below which one. Say beef and mushrooms, or just say beef or chicken down in the comments. We're out.